Dumelang guys, how are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Vicky, and guys, today I just want to show you my skincare routine, what I use on my face. I know my channel is all about Jesus, it's all about encouragement and just being there for each other. But guys, today as I do my skincare routine, we will talk about the prison of comparison. Before we start, I'm just going to show you my product, what I use on a daily. I use this toner. Guys, I use this toner. This is from Avon. It's a 3-in-1 toner. Why am I saying a toner? This is my cleanser. This is what I use to wash my face. It's a 3-in-1 cleanser, and it's for even skin tone. So guys, I'm not trying to look like anything. I'm not trying to be a yellow bone or anything. I just use this product because I want even skin tone. And I don't know if it's working, guys, because I just started using this product I think 3 weeks ago. So if it's working, you will see it. Then after using my cleanser, we have a day cream which looks like this. This is the day cream. Yes. And then we have a night cream. But for now, we're gonna use the day cream because this is not night. So I will use my night cream later. But I also, to moisturize my skin, guys, I use the best tissue oil in South Africa. This is it. I know everybody knows about this, that you get from Pep. It's not expensive at all. So let us try and take care of our skins, guys. So guys, I want us to talk about, don't be surprised, because when I move there's a mirror behind me and my hair is showing there. Don't let that distract you. I want us to talk about today, guys, the prison of comparison as I wash my face and I do my skincare routine. Guys, I have noticed that a lot of us, we like to compare ourselves to the people around us. Sometimes we compare ourselves with our siblings. You compare yourself maybe with your sister-in-law. You compare yourself with your friends. You want what they have. And you forget that on this journey of life, everybody has their own path. And, to save yourself a lot of stress, I'm just here to tell you, stop comparing yourself to anybody. Because I know how easy it is, especially in these days of social media and all of it. You see on social media, girls your age already are driving cars. They're having a lot of money. And maybe when you're still at the beginning of your life, you're struggling, maybe even to get a job. Please don't let that be a stress to you. Understand that we serve a God of seasons and God's time is the best. And you don't know what those people have done to acquire the things that they have. So let us not compare ourselves, guys, because I know how stressful that is. I passed through a season where I felt like I didn't have money. I couldn't even shop. And that time my friends were always calling me, oh please Vicky, can you come with me to the mall? I want to go for some shopping. And seeing them shopping when you can't afford to shop, it was a little bit of God, when am I going to be able to do this? And I know that when you are in a dry season, you just feel like God has forsaken you. You feel like God turned his back on you. But that is not the case. Believe me that even if you're not seeing anything, God is working behind the scenes. Don't ever lock yourself and put yourself in the prison of comparison. I know there are people right now, siblings who are not talking to each other. All because, they are jealous of each other. And behind that jealousy, it was the spirit of comparison, because you were looking at your sister. Maybe your sister is younger than you. She got married before you. She has a thriving career while you are struggling getting in and out of a relationship. It's easy to fall into this trap of comparison. But let us not compare our lives, guys, to other people's lives. Just remember that you are unique, your path is unique, and there is nobody on this planet who has the same path as you. So just focus on yourself. My preacher liked to say, tend to your own garden, take care of your own garden, and stop checking out your neighbor's garden. Because your neighbor might be watering every day because she or he knows that the kind of plants that she planted there needs watering every day. And maybe in your garden, the kind of plants that you have, they are those that need to be watered maybe once a week. So if you look at your neighbor and you start doing what your neighbor is doing, you're going to choke those plants. You're going to overwater them and they are going to die. So let's learn to, focus on yourself. Be happy when good things happen to others. But, try and avoid the trap of comparing yourself to others, guys. And I know how hard it can be in our world today, not only today, but in the world where, there are standards, there are things that when you grow up, maybe, they tell us that go to school, get your education, then you're going to have the best life. But I know people who went to school, who graduated, and they didn't get that life they were expecting to get. And that really just makes me realize that God is the one in charge, that every good thing comes from the Lord. Every blessing comes from the Lord. So the only thing that you need to do is hold on and never give up. Never ever give up. I don't care how long you've been praying that prayer. I don't care how long you've been dreaming about that dream you are dreaming about. Keep dreaming, keep praying. Believe me, eventually God is going to show up for you. This is what I wanted to talk about, guys, because we do that even in our marriages, guys. You look at somebody whose husband is, you don't know what the husband does, and maybe the husband is doing a little more for that person than your husband does for you. And if we're not careful, comparison will rob us, from the things, because you're not even going to see, you're not going to be mindful, you're not going to be present to see what your husband is doing for you, because you will be busy, looking at someone else's life and what their husband is doing for them. Because we are surrounded by those things, guys. You check on social media, people are going on vacations. This month of December, this is the worst month, that when you don't have anything, or when you feel like God is not showing up in your life the way you would like him to, that this month, this festive season actually makes you feel like, yeah, really, I do not have anything. Because you go to the shops, you check, people are shopping, people are doing this and that, but you are not able to shop, like them. Just know that they are in their season. Just know that your own season is going to come. The time is going to come. And one thing about life is that no season is permanent. We do get into winter, before you know it, it's over. Then we get into spring and things like that. So it's the same even with our lives. That sometimes you go through a very dry season. But even in that dry season, God is still working. Because you might be not having a job, or maybe your business is doing so bad, but you still have 3 square meals a day. That is a blessing. Because I know that God will never leave nor forsake you, and God will never let you and your children go to bed without food. He is a faithful God. And what we need to remember all the time is keep holding on, keep keeping on, keep praying, keep fasting, just keep yourself rooted in God's things, in God's ways, in the word of God, eventually you will get to where you're going. Guys, I just finished washing my face. Now that I'm talking, I didn't even tell you, after washing my face, the first thing I do is I apply this oil. I don't really have a dry skin, a very dry skin. I would like to say my skin is combination, is a combination skin. But then, you know, at my age, guys, after 40, we need as much moisture as we can get. So I use this oil. Like I said, I'm just trying this. I started this about 3 weeks ago. I'm usually a sunlight and Vaseline girl, and I'm proudly and I'm not ashamed to say that. But an opportunity came. My son was selling Avon, and I decided to page through their catalog, and this is what I saw, and I decided this doesn't seem like it's a harsh product, so I decided to give it a try. So after using the oil, what I do is I apply this day cream. It actually feels a little bit dry. It feels like it needs makuranyana, oilinyana. So that is why I went and bought this pep oil. Guys, let us not forget what we are talking about here. As I was talking about comparison, guys, that comparison is a thief of joy also, because when you compare your life with other people, you don't even see the good things that God does for you. You don't celebrate the wins, you know, that you get on like daily, because you are focusing on what other people are doing. Let us not focus on what other people are doing. Let us focus on ourselves, and let us stop comparing ourselves to others, guys. Because if care is not taken, that comparison can turn into, you know, envy, jealousy. You know, you might find yourself opening doors to demons, you know, that will lead you to a very dark place. So, you know, comparing yourself is never the answer to anything. It just brings you nothing but pain, because like it reminds you every time you look at those people around you, you are reminded of what you lack, you are reminded of what you don't have, and you are reminded and frustrated that you are doing your best but nothing is happening, you know. And you know, that may also make you lose focus on your prayer life, because I know that when you really feel sad and down and depressed, it can be hard to pray, because you will be feeling like, I'm praying but nothing, you know, God is not giving you what you are praying for. So do not compare yourself from anybody, guys. Let us be happy, let us be content, because one thing for sure in life is that there will always be somebody who's more prettier than you. There will always be somebody who is more intelligent than you. There will always be somebody who has more money than you. There will always be that friend whose marriage always looks better than yours. You know, there will always be, you know, those friends who their children seems to be doing greater than your children. You understand? But that should not be the focus. The focus should be encouraging your own children in their what you think they are strong at, like their gifts, and focus on that and realize that not everybody's going to be a lawyer. Not everybody's going to be a pilot. Not everybody's going to be an engineer. So some of us, our journeys are not going to take us to be like the biggest and most flamboyant people, you know, on earth. But that doesn't mean the part that you are playing, it's the least part, is not important. No, it is important. God knows about you. God created you for such a time as this. God brought you in that family, knowing exactly what kind of family they are. They might not be rich, they might not be staying in fancy places, but that is exactly where you are needed. That is where you are needed. that is where God is gonna use you mightily. So do not lose focus. Do not let the devil, use comparison to divert you from your path. So this is all I wanted to say, guys. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. And I decided today, while talking to you and encouraging you about something, let me also show you a little bit of what I use on my face. And guys, this is all I wanted to talk to you about, guys. That you are doing great exactly where you are. If you are a mother, do not feel like you are being a bad mother. You're not doing well. You are an amazing mom. And if you are a husband, like my husband, you are needed. You are very important. You are very significant, not only to me and my children, but to the world. You have a part to play. You are amazing. I do not compare my husband to anybody because I understand that he is uniquely made, and he is my husband. Like, if he is doing the best he can for me and my children, that makes him the best husband. So I shouldn't be looking at other people, what they're doing. That is their business, and this is my business. So focus on what is yours. Focus on what is yours. Do not get distracted by things that are happening around you. Focus on your family. Focus on yourself. Tend to your own garden. Take care of your own garden. That way, weeds will never overgrow there, and you will definitely have a good harvest if you take care of your garden, because you will be, removing weed when weed needs to be removed. You will be watering, when the plants needs to be watered. Not because you are seeing somebody else watering their garden and their roses are blooming, they are in different colors, they are vibrant. Now all of a sudden you want to change, you want to be like, my neighbor planted roses and I planted lilies. They look better than lilies. Let me now uproot these lilies and start planting roses, because you are seeing your neighbor planted roses and they are blooming and they're beautiful and they have vibrant, beautiful colors. Now you want to change and do what they are doing. No, keep on tending to yours, to those lilies. They will also bloom and become beautiful in their own time. So that is all I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I will see you soon on my next video, and I thank you for clicking on this video. I go by the name of Vicky, and if you like what you're hearing here, please support my channel by subscribing. We are growing, and we are growing very slowly, but that is not the problem, but that is part of the process. If God is in it, then we fine, we will get there. So guys, I love you so much, and I'm here to encourage you. Keep working on your path. Keeping on. God sees you. God loves you. Your time is coming. I'll see you on my next one. Have a blessed day and pray without ceasing.